Welcome back to Good Timing Tools. Today we're doing the valves, the timing and the valves on a CanAm motor. Your Outlanders, your Mavericks, your Camanders, your Renegades, all that same stuff. This is the second gen. I'm gonna show you the tools you need. The first gen, I believe, is the first gen that has that big center bolt going through your camshaft. These are your 3 Allen heads that hold it together. One thing that's important, make sure you Loctite those bolts. They will come off on you. But let me go ahead and cut it off to the video and show you how to do it.
Yank the crank. Got him, get. Oh shit! Did it get you?
So let's get into the things you would need. You need a flathead screwdriver, you need a 10mm wrench, you need a 5 Allen head, 5mm Allen head, you need a T30 star bit, let's see what size this is, a 14 Allen head for the crank, and actually the cap is the same thing. Now they do sell upgraded caps. Just watch, these plastic ones tend to strip out easy, so just be careful with that. You do have the tensioner. The tensioner is an 8 or this star bit to pull it off. That cap on the top of it is this, and there's gonna be a spring that comes out with it. So you want to pull that spring out, and you can put a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver in it, and loosen up the tensioner itself. So you want all the slack off of it. Of course, when you put the motor together, if your motor's all together and you gotta redo this, you take the tension out, but it should be already out whenever you're doing it. Now, as far as the camshaft does slide in there. It will. So this is how I was gonna go in there. You see how you got the indentation for your load to put it inside the head. So you want to make sure you do it like this. You're gonna actually rotate it, and then you're gonna find it in the rear to slide the back of the cam into its bearing. It's hard to do it with one hand, but you get the picture on that. So whenever you put the cam in there, this bolt hole is for this plate. This plate rods right here, and that's what locks the cam in place. It holds these 2 rods in place for the rocker arms, and you must take this rocker arm. You don't need to take both of them off, but you do need to take this side off. You need to slide it out and pull the rocker arm assembly out. This is the rocker arm, and these are your 2 shims. They are placed on each side of it, so make sure whenever you're pulling out, you do not lose them. And when you put it in, make sure it's gonna fight you a little bit. I usually place this in there, and then I put the shims up top, and I give me a small head screwdriver as I'm pushing the pin. As I'm pushing the pin, I lightly push it in there until the pin slides through one, and then once I get all the way through, I do the same for the rear, so I know the pin's through everything. But that's how you do this. So on your second gen motors, you're gonna need, they do sell 2 different type of tools. This tool come from Mr. RPM. I don't remember how much it was. I bought that like 3 years ago, but this is the tool from Mr. RPM you can buy. It locks the flywheel in place. You see it in this, you may not be able to see it, but there's an indentation in there. This locks in place of it. So this flat groove faces towards the motor, and then what you want to do is you place it in there. You may have a little gap. You take your tool going inside the crank, and you rotate it either way until this locks all the way down. That's how you know it's good. I can't rotate it with this in there. So this locks your crank, and then you have this which locks your cam. You have to time it with this, because there is grooves on your cam chain. See how you got the grooves on the cam chain? You got to try to line it up. You want it to where your lines are matched up with the bottom of your cylinder, and then you got your cam locked in place, and you know you're dialed in. Put red Loctite on this. I don't remember which one it is. It's this one don't have it, but usually there's a number code for the Loctite, but make sure you got red Loctite on this. I started them all, I put red Loctite, started them all by hand, locked everything in place, and then I ran them on with my impact, just lightly in there, and then I torqued them down. I'm gonna find a torque and give it to y'all. So we have our 10 mil screwdriver, hot damn, our 10 mil wrench. That's for your lock nuts right here. So what I need to do is you're gonna have this, and this is what's gonna adjust your cam. What I wanna do is I'm gonna tighten up until I get a slight bind on it, and then I'm gonna find where I'm at, and I'm gonna slowly loosen until I get my shim. So I'm gonna place what the shims are supposed to be. I'm doing 4 thousandths on the exhaust, and I'm gonna do 6 thousandths on the 4 thousandths on the intake, 6 thousandths on the exhaust, and that's basically in the median of both of them. So I think it's like 24 thousandths, and then 40. I don't remember what it was, but in the middle is 4 and 6 thousandths. So I'm gonna be comfortable with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to that, show you how to do this. And my shims are, where are my shims? Not too sure how good you can see me, but these are my 2 shims right here. I'm gonna use these sides. They do have my angles. That's for like a lot of your bikes, they just have, it's hard to get into. Mainly, your most common is gonna be 4 and 6 thousandths, or either 6 and 9 thousandths. Mainly 4 and 6 thousandths, or 6 and 6. But besides the point, I'm gonna show you how to do that. So this is the rocker arm right here. So this little plate, you wanna find that you're finding a gap between this and the valve itself, the top of the valve. What I do is I lube it up just a little bit, because when it's dry, you get a false reading because it does drag. It's almost like whenever you're doing crankcase bolt. You want to put a little bit of oil on the threads so you can find your torque better. So whenever you're taking your shimming, you're tightening up on this right here to get the gap between. So you want just enough gap where this can slide in there. And whenever you find your gap, you want it to where whenever you pull, you can just barely push it in there. And whenever you pull it out with just 2 fingers, you feel a slight drag. That's how you know where you at. So we're gonna go ahead and get that done, but that's basically it. It's not really that hard. Whenever you do time your motor, do not undo anything. Time and set your valves while you have it there, and then you can move on to the next cylinder. And a word of advice, when you're doing the rear cylinder, we have to wait for the timing chain for this one, because this one is starting to kink up. So I'm not gonna mess with the rear cylinder right now. But whenever you're doing the rear cylinder, the timing mark, so you got number 1 on the flywheel, and on this side of it, so I'm facing the motor, the flywheel like this. So on this side of it is number 2 cylinder. You don't want to rotate it backwards. To get there, you would be off. You want to take your 1 and rotate almost a whole rotation to get your 2nd cylinder set up. So once you get your 2nd cylinder set up, then you can repeat the process on that side. I just want to show you that, since I'm not doing both cylinders right now. But let me go ahead and show you this. I'm randomly rambling on again, but y'all get the gist of it. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. My name's Bourque on Facebook. You can hit me up from there. I'll do what I can to help you. So let me go ahead and show you how to set the valves. I have no way of holding the camera, so I'm gonna show you lightly on what to do. So this is my 4 thousandths. This is my intake side. My exhaust side is the bottom. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna slide it. I got way too much gap. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up on this. Let me loosen that lock nut on it. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up on this. Okay, I actually had a decent bit of gap. I ended up moving the camera on my hands and then tightening up, and then went back from there. But you see, watch the valve. The tool itself. You see how it bends just a little bit, but I can still move it in there. That's what I want to look for. I want to look just enough gap. So that's where I want to be at right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock this one in place, repeat the process to this one, and then you got these 2, that's gonna be 6 thousandths. So that basically sums it up for your valves. I don't wanna overextend this video. If you have any questions, I can do another one, but this is how you do it. You just want it to where you can just barely move it. Yeah, that feels real nice. So that sums it up for this. Don't forget your tools. Don't forget to lock these down. I'm gonna put down the torque in the description. You got your cam chain, you got your lines. Make sure that's even with the head. You got your tool going in your block. It's gonna actually say, I can't really see it in there, but you can see the indentation for number 1. Make sure that's in there. This is locked in place. Pistons at top dead center, and then you should be good. And just do the rotation all the way around until you get to the rear timing mark for the rear cylinder. So this is all entails. This is your tools. Just recapping everything. Make sure y'all have everything you'll need. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. I kind of shot it kind of quickly because I got to get back to work. We have a lot more jobs to do, so it probably not the best video, but if you need me to redo a better one, I can. Just like I said, just put it down in the comments if you have any questions. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Stand by the edge, I can break your fall. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again.